Hello, sweet friends. It's Tracy. Welcome to Country Charm by Tracy. I'm so glad that you're here. I have some fall inspiration to share with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. This project is a Scarecrow Caddy using a few of the cutting boards from Hobby Lobby. I like to get them when they are on sale at Hobby Lobby, and a 5 3/4 inch wood spindle that I get from Amazon. I also have some giant craft sticks, but during the creation of this project, I changed my mind. I know, surprise, but that is kind of how my mind works. I think I'm going to do a project one way, and then when I get into the project, I think of something else that I have in my stash, and I'm like, that would look even better. Okay, guys, so what I did is I sanded off a little bit of the shiny part of the cutting board, and I am just giving it a coat of truffle chalk paint, and that is a Waverly, and you can get that at Walmart. And so then now I'm going to be doing the chippy look. So I'm just taking a taper wax candle and just going over it just so that it will give the resistance when I use my little blade, my little paint scraper to scrape off some of the paint. And so then now what I'm doing is giving it not even an full coverage, just going over it with some Dixie Belle Drop Cloth. Then I go back and add some burlap. I just like this like kind of two-tone, different little rustic look for these little cutting boards. So once my project is dry, then I take my paint scraper and scrape off some of the paint just to expose a bit of the chippiness underneath. I love all of the browns and the difference of the two-tone of the different paint. So then I'm just using my Kills Dark Wax just to go around, just to add a little bit of distressing around the edges. Then like I said, at the beginning, I was going to use craft sticks as a brim. And so I changed my mind because I had remembered that I had this ruffled burlap ribbon that I got from Jubilee Fabric. And as of the time of this video, when I am posting it, Jubilee Fabric does still have it in stock. I'll have a link for it in the description box if you would like to check it out and get some for yourself. And so I thought it would make a really nice scarecrow hat for my little cutting boards here. And so then now, guys, what I'm going to do is just make some really cute little faces, little cute whimsical faces that I like to do. And so I just like the eyes kind of almond shape as I have them up at the top. Then I just use coral paint just to make the cheeks, just a little stippling, wispy stippling brush. And I'm just going to put all of my cute little details on my little scarecrow faces. And when I was doing the eyelash on that last one, I got a little too heavy, so it was still wet. So I just took a baby wipe and got off the black and then repainted the eyelash. And so I'm sharing this part with you guys because I do have a lot of friends that love my little whimsical painting. And so I just wanted to kind of share some things when I mess up, or, I feel that I've made a mistake or got a little too heavy on my painting. I just wipe it off. And if it's still wet, I use a baby wipe just to get it off. If it's dry, if it's like too much, then I'll paint over it and just start over again. Or just paint that part rather and start over again. Friends, for me, the beauty really is in the details. And so the little detailing brushes that I use, I've had for a long time, but I do have some that I recommend. I'll have them listed in the description box below. So here I'm just kind of showing you what one side of the scarecrow looks like, and with the ruffled burlap on there. And so again, like I said at the beginning, I kind of changed how the course of this, what I was doing. And so in the end, I love the way that it turned out, but I think I will make another one with some larger cutting boards like this so that the scarecrows are a little bit bigger. And so this would be a great tiered tray, different design, or if you wanted to make something for a shelf sitter or something like that. That little ruffled burlap ribbon from JubileeFabric.com is really, really cute. And I think it's perfect for a little scarecrow hat, in my opinion. And so, guys, for the raffia here, I just made little bundles of raffia and just glued them on at the top. Then I started gluing on the ruffled burlap, just kind of layering it on. And at the top, I didn't put any raffia at the top, but I think that that would look cute as well. And so as through the course of doing this project, it kind of evolved. And that's kind of how my projects work. And I'm sure if you're watching this, probably yours does as well. And so I'm just so grateful that you guys are here. For the stain on the spindle, I just used my antique wax by Waverly, painted that on, and then wiped off the excess with a baby wipe. Now, the box came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just giving it a coat of truffle chalk paint, and then giving it the chippy look, and with my little wax candle here. And so then I go over it with some drop cloth. Now, interesting, on this same box, one side painted very well, the other side not so much. And so when I took my paint scraper, one side chipped a little bit better than the other side. So I just took my sander and just went over that one side that gave me some trouble, and it worked out really good. For the bows, I just wanted something small, nothing too overbearing. So I just have strips of homespun fabric. This is blue to kind of go in with my scarecrow and denim theme that I have going on here. So I just cut that off and just added some sisal grass, as well as some of that. It's a table runner that I get in the wedding section at Hobby Lobby. And I like use it as accents, and almost looks like cheesecloth. I just distress it, give it a tea stained look, just using my vintage photo distress ink. And then I just cut strips of it, put it in that little Ziploc bag, and pull it out when I want to make some bows like this. Then I added a button to the center of my bow, but I think I have some little mini sunflowers. And yes, I like that much better. And this little Scarecrow Caddy is complete. This is just something to add on a side table, on a tray, or, a shelf sitter, something fun for the grandkids, or just something for you to admire and enjoy this fall season. This project is my Scarecrow arch decor. Now I'm starting with this small layered arch from Michaels. It measures 7.5 by 12 inches. And I painted the whole thing front and back with the truffle chalk paint. It's a really dark brown. I love this color. And so I'm going to be doing the crackle technique with the Elmer's school glue. And I wanted that look for my decor piece here. So I'm just putting on the school glue here on the front pretty thick because I want a really good crackled finish. And so I just take a brush and spread that out, and then I let that dry really for a while because I have it pretty thick. And I just put it to the side, work on another project, and then I come back later when it's a tacky consistency. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a coat of drop cloth chalk paint, and that's by Dixie Belle. I like that color, but I just like a really nice deep white color, like ivory, kind of like a dirty ivory, if that makes sense. And so the drop cloth is really good, and I love that look for that. And so then I just use a brush to put that on, and then I use my heat tool to kind of speed it up. But honestly, I just put it to the side and let it dry really, really good overnight. That is the best for me. So that way there's no sticky residue, and that my rub on transfer goes on nicely. So the transfer set I'm using is from Essential Stencil, and it is the adorable scarecrows. Now, guys, I got these back in the spring season when they had them available because I knew that I was going to do some fall projects with the scarecrows. And so as of the time of this video, the scarecrow is sold out. But as I mentioned to in a lot of my videos, if there is one that is sold out, there is an option that you can request a restock notification. That lets the Essential Stencil team know that people are interested. And so that is a way for them to kind of judge what to order, what is people are wanting. And so that really does help. You can just add your little email address there, and they will let us know when they are back in stock. So when I first started the project, I thought I was going to put the girl and the boy scarecrow as well as a stalk of corn. And but I discovered as I was working with it that the girl and the boy was too much. So I'll save the little girl for another project. So I'm going to be using two of the stalks of corn as well as the little boy scarecrow, and be putting those on my little wood decor here. Just using my transfer tool from Essential Stencil. This works really, really good. And if I have questions from people that say, did it pull up my paint? No, it did not. That's why I try to let my paint dry completely, like not have any stickiness at all to my painted surface, so that my transfer goes on very nicely. And so I just take my time just using my little transfer tool, and then I go back over it. I pull up that little plastic piece, and if there's any on there, then I lay it back down and go back over it. And so I had decided to add another little stalk of corn, and then again my little boy in the center. And just by layering the transfers over on top of each other, I take my time, and it worked out really nicely. So something I like to do for my rub-on transfers, just to make them look a little bit more hand painted, kick them up a notch, is add a little bit of definition just with my Kills a dark wax and my finger. I use a baby wipe just to wet my finger and spread the wax around if I need to. And that kind of adds just a little bit of kind of like shading for my projects. And again, these transfers are so super cute, and this just takes it up a notch. All right, so then I had a bow already made, and I was figuring out here how I wanted to put the Hello Fall on. So I'm just kind of sharing this here with you. I had some wood Hello Fall already painted from Hobby Lobby, and that was too big. And so then I thought I was going to I'd cut out Hello Fall Y'all off of my Cricut, and I did use permanent vinyl, but for some reason it didn't want to stick to this painted surface, so I did not sweat it. I pulled out my brown paint markers, and I just hand lettered Happy Fall, y'all, just with my acrylic paint markers. And I love this pack. I got them off of Amazon. I'll have a link for you in the description box. It has a bunch of different colors, including this brown. So I just hand lettered Hello Fall. I didn't like that either because it just didn't stand out enough for me. So I just pulled out some kind of vintage, old looking paper that I got at Hobby Lobby in the art section. This is in the art section, not in the scrapbook section. I find it in the art section. And I just took that brown paint marker and just hand lettered Hello Fall, y'all, just using my happy dots and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to kind of share this with you, is that I kind of struggle with when I'm doing a different things and it doesn't work out. I just figure out what works and then just readjust my project. To kick it up a notch and for a little extra pizzazz, I like sparkle on my painted projects. So I pulled out my stickles in different colors, just went around the rub-on transfer, just highlighting some of those just to bring out some of those colors. Then I add some adhesive spray and my glitter that I got. I think this came from Hobby Lobby, and just sprinkle that on there. It just kind of adds that little bit of sparkle. So then the bow is just a fabric bow that I created and just glue that to the top. Then I'm adding some Excelsior down at the bottom. I love to add Excelsior to my projects. It really does give it all of that rustic look that I like. And so then for the flowers, I did not go out to my building and find my fall flowers. I haven't done that yet. So I used what I had on hand and pulled out some of these that I had from Hobby Lobby and used a few of those. And then this green sisal grass is from Amazon. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront, and it just really adds just that little bit of green kind of grass looking stuff to the bottom of my project, and I'm just absolutely in love the way that this turned out, and I hope that you like it too. This is my Hello Fall Scarecrow door hanger. Now, if this cute little guy looks familiar, it's because I just painted him up in a recent video, my Hello Fall Scarecrow DIY wood kit. That is from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. And so I'll leave a link for that in the description if you would like to see step by step how I painted the cute little scarecrow. Now, this is an 18 by 18 inch wood round, and I've already painted it drop cloth. I had it in my stash. I probably painted up a whole bunch of these because I was going to, have them ready for painting or for designing. And so I had this one already done. I'm going to be doing the buffalo check method, putting the pattern on with that blue painter's tape. And so I am by no means an expert with this. I just wanted to try my hand again at the buffalo check pattern using the painter's tape, just by putting pieces of that on there, and that little smaller piece just adds as a spacer on there. And so there are many tutorials, lots and lots of people that have done the buffalo check pattern with this painter's tape. And guys, like I said, I by no means am an expert. I just do what works for me, and this is what it is. All right, so the wood round is from a company called burrowwood.com. I had bought a whole bunch of these many years ago, and so I still have some of these left. Thought it would be great for this door hanger. So I will put the paint colors that I used in the description box, but they're just kind of browns, taupes, ivories, that kind of thing. So again, I am just taping off the sections and putting that on there. And It seems like I lost some of the footage for the second layer. I'm not quite sure what happened. Sorry about that, because this is the third layer. This is the fun part. This is what the makes the buffalo check. And so I kind of let that dry as much as I can, then peel and reveal. And so again, I by no means am perfect, but I that is okay because I do shading and I do a lot of doodling and just adding my squiggles and all of that stuff. So I'm really okay that it's really not perfect. To attach the wood scarecrow to the wood round, the door hanger, the scarecrow had some holes drilled, pre-drilled at the top. So I just marked that off and drilled some holes in the wood circle so that when I put on my wire hanger, I could just have extra protection. And so I just glued that down with my Tite Bond wood glue. All right, so I'm just going to make a bow here. I'm just using just different ribbons that I had on hand, as well as just some of that sisal grass. I also have some of this 10-inch deco mesh. I don't know. I've had it in my stash and just different trims and ribbons and stuff, and just kind of cut them, put them in an X pattern, and then I just add some of this whimsy window pane ribbon, also some pip berries. I got those from Hobby Lobby. And so I just add everything together, then secure it all with a zip tie, and it just looks so cute on this little door hanger. I wanted to show what I use for a sealer. I just spray it. I get that at Michael's, or I got that can at Michael's. And so I just spray it so that it is well protected and all of that good stuff. Guys, I absolutely love how this turned out. And if you're interested in the DIY wood kit, which is the little scarecrow, that is found over at the Rust Cover Cottage by Christina. And you can check my affiliate link in the description box below. It really does help my family, and I do appreciate your support. Friends, today's video is in collaboration with my sweet friends Jen from Other Time and Linda from Linda's DIY by Design. I appreciate these ladies so much. We get together several times throughout the year to bring you some seasonal inspiration. Friends, this is my first collab since I lost my sweet husband on July the 19th, and it has been extremely hard, but I'm leaning on my faith and just know that my husband has seen the face of Jesus. And these are just a few pictures of us together and our family. And I do appreciate all of your condolences, your kind and sweet comments, just that you leave me your messages. And so, my husband was my silent partner, the man behind the scenes who supported me 100%. And so he has a seat in heaven and is watching me from above. And now he can see what this YouTube stuff is all about. All right, guys, here is a link to the playlist of all of our videos, Jen and Linda's and myself, as well as another video. Click on my little picture to subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my community. We'll talk to you soon. God bless and have a great day.